Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Archituber. I am architect Vaibhavi and I make content related to architecture and interiors. So in previous videos I have discussed about architect F.L. Wright, Charles Correa, B.V. Doshi and Shirish Bailey. Now in today's video we will be discussing about none other than the pioneer of modern architecture, architect Le Corbusier, who is also known for his best town planning. So without wasting more time, let's get into the video.
So let's start with the introduction of architect Le Corbusier. As we all know, he was a great pioneer of modernism in the architecture industry. He was born on 6th of October in 1887 in Switzerland. He studied art school in France called as Le Chang's de Fond. His career lasted 5 decades and he worked in different countries such as Europe, Japan, India and North and South America. His awards and achievements: AIA Gold Medal in 1961 and second being the Grand Officers of the Legion d'Honneur in 1964. More about Le Corbusier. Charles Edward Jeanneret, known as Le Corbusier, was a Swiss-French architect, designer, urban planner, painter, writer and one of the pioneers of what is now called as modern architecture. He was born in Switzerland and became a French citizen in 1930. He dedicated to provide better living conditions for the residents of crowded cities. Le Corbusier was influential in urban planning and was a founding member of CIAM. Le Corbusier prepared the master plan of the city Chandigarh in India and contributed specific designs for several buildings there. On 17 July 2016, 17 projects by Le Corbusier in 7 countries were inscribed in the list of UNESCO World Heritage Sites as an outstanding contribution to the modern movement. Like his contemporaries like Frank Lloyd and Van der Rohe, he did not have that formal academic training as an architect. He was attracted to the visual arts at the 15 and entered the municipal arts in the Le Chaux de Fonds, which taught the applied arts connected with watchmaking. Now coming to the work styles and philosophies. You can see the 5 images here. So basically these are the 5 designs and the principle that he used to follow in each of his designs. One being the pilotis or pylon. The building is raised upon the reinforced concrete pylons, which allows for free circulation on the ground level and eliminates dark and damp parts of the house. The roof terrace. The sloping roof is replaced by a flat roof. The roof can be used as a garden, sports or a swimming pool. The free plan. Load-bearing walls are replaced by steel or reinforced concrete columns, so the interior can be freely designed and interior walls can put anywhere or left out entirely. The structure of the building is not visible from the outside. The ribbon window. Since the walls do not support the house, the windows can run the entire length of the house, so all rooms can get equal light. The free facade. Since the building is supported by columns in the interiors, the facade can be much lighter and much more open or made entirely of glass. There is no need for lintels or other structure around the windows. Now coming to some of his famous works: Villa Savoye, Palace of Justice, Saint Paul, Notre Dame du Hart, Capitol Complex. So today we are going to be discussing about Villa Savoye, and in the next video we are going to be discussing about the city planning of Chandigarh and some of the buildings in Chandigarh. Okay, so let's start with Villa Savoye today. Now let's talk about the Villa Savoye. It was a modernist villa in Poissy in the outskirts of Paris, France. The house was originally built as a country retreat on the behalf of Savoy family. Okay, it was designated as official French historical monument in 1965. Then they renovated it in the year 1985 to 1997. It was his emblematic 5 elements in this design, okay, that we will be discussing. Then this site was on a green field on a wooded plot of land with magnificent landscape view to the northwest that corresponded with the approach of the site along the road. Then they had the brief of summer house, space for cars, an extra bedroom and a caretaker lodge. Okay, the site area covered almost over 17 acres. Now to start with the concept design, he had very creative approach towards his design. A architectural language was developing that got to be known as international style. Developments at that time were emerging around the world, adopting the new style and its purposes. The style concentrated on the prevailing tendencies of creating the building as a block and decorating the outside enclosures with ornaments. The new style looked away the outside should work with the inside simultaneously. This new style aspired to represent what was thought to be the machine age. It used the new construction techniques based on the concrete, steel, interaction of the solid concrete and steel with the lighter glasses. The style wanted to project a utopian image of the future where the machine brought the higher level of living. Having considered the above mentioned style and concept, it becomes much simpler to describe Villa Savoye. Okay, now we will be discussing about the site analysis. The Villa Savoye is a brilliant example of Le Corbusier's 5 new architecture points. The house is firmly driven into the ground, which seems to be the long narrow piles to which all weights are positioned on. This makes sense because the house is situated is a dark and often damp site. The reinforced concrete piles gives us the sense that the house is floating and the house could not be built on the land because of the type of the soil and the nature of the ground. Le Corbusier has used his restrictions in the designs of the house. The house is built on relatively flat surface. Geomorphology tells us that this means that surface runoff is a minimum. The house cannot be built directly on the ground with strip or raft foundation because waterproofing this on sites like this would be a risk of mass setting and movement. The soil described as moist and dark since it is always raining here. The design is not suitable to build on the ground directly. So as a result, pile foundations are used and which is necessary. Okay, now discussing about the plans. As we come to the ground floor, you can see on the edges of the plot there are columns or pylons, and the entrance is from the north facing entrance. Then when you enter the hall, you can see the ramp and the staircase. Okay, on the ground floor they have servant room, store room or servant room, laundry room, and the gardener's or the caretaker's house. Okay, and the garage as well. Coming on to the first floor by using ramps or stair, one can see the living room and kitchen. Then on the left hand side they have the planter and terrace with open to sky, hanging garden. Then there is a master bedroom which has private sitting room which is also used for the office area. Then they have two another bedrooms, okay, and the kitchen have kitchen terrace separately. Then coming to the second floor, as you can see there is a solarium. Now coming to the elevation, one can see the 5 points of architecture given by the architect Le Corbusier, the pilots or the terrace garden or the ribbon window you can see in the elevation. If you want to study in detail, I have provided a section also. Now coming to the circulation, now first take a look at this plan which has different circles with different colors. Okay, so there are different zones they have catered to, like the red color zone refers to keeper and general zone. Then the green color circle refers to the spiral staircase zone which is near the entrance. Okay, the yellow zone refers to the entrance zone. Then the blue color refers to the garage zone. Okay, and if you see on the left hand side there are plants. The peach color that you can see over here in both the plans is basically a floor circulation plan, and the blue color that you can see is a ramp circulation. Okay, now coming to the second floor, in this plan you can see the light blue colors, they are bed zones. The yellow color means the master bed zone which has the office and private sitting area as well. The green color has kitchen and kitchen terrace. Then blue color dark blue color has open areas, okay, the terrace and skylights. The red area refers to the dining, reception and living zone as well as the ramp. Okay, so I think I have given all the information.
And I hope you like this video, and if you do, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel below. Comment down below what architect and which case study should I do the next. Subscribe to my channel, share with your architect friends, and I'll see you so soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.